And I have to say, these tires are stupid fun. Alright, today I thought I could do some gravel tire weigh-in extravaganza. And I have quite a few tires to put on the scales. We have the, what are they again? The G-One RS Pro in 50. Got some brand new Thunderbirds 2.1, yeah, that's it. And for comparison's sake, I also got some Panaracers. We got the SS in 45 and the Slick in 45. But the main focus is actually this, another Schwalbe tire. This is the G-One Speed Pro 29 by 2.35, or as normal people would say, 60 millimeter. And this is the main event. All these other tires are basically just to provide a reference of, even though this is the biggest tire by a good margin of all these tires in terms of weight, this is pretty impressive, I think. I haven't put it on the scale yet, but let's start with that. And actually got myself a new scale again. I don't know how many scales I bought in the past. You would be surprised how hard it is to find a scale that is really clear on camera when shooting from above. But I think this is one of the best ones I found this far. We're not going to do the whole grams. We're going to do 0.1 grams just to show that it's actually pretty accurate. This is a 50 gram reference weight, whatever you call it, calibration weight, maybe that's the word. So that would be good enough for this type of work. So let's whip out these G-One Speed Pro. Yes, this is a lot of rubber. God damn, this is wide. Holy shit. Now you might think, does your bike even clear this? And I gotta say, that is actually a question I have myself. You might know that my RE Schaefer is spec'd for 57 millimeter tires. This is another 3 millimeters, depending on how much they blow up in real life. And I hope I will be able to squeeze this in, because I think this will be a very good tire for me specifically for the kind of rides I do. More on that in a second. Let's put this on a scale, not drag this out any longer. 533.5. 528.5. That is for a 60 millimeter tire. That is nuts. So put that into perspective, this is the G-One RS Pro in 50 millimeter. So 10 millimeters less. 592.5 and 611. Of course, this is a little bit more thread. I actually only used these tires on, I think, 3 or 4 rides before I swapped them out. And the reason for that is I ride so much tarmac to get to my little gravel sections. And while these are very fast, they feel really fast. Because of the thread they have, these tires get very boxy on the rim. And when I do descents, mounted descents on tarmac, this feels really sketchy. Once I go to a steep enough angle, it feels almost like the bike is going to like run away from under me because I get up on these side knobs. So like I said, after a few rides, I actually swapped those tires out for these, which is 45 millimeter Slick Gravel Kings standard casing, not the R1 because I wanted black tires. And for the rear, I put an SS on, basically because I only could find one in stock and I needed it for the next day because I had like a 200k ride to do. So yeah, I ended up with these. And of course, since this is Panaracer, it's so damn affordable here in Japan. It was kind of a no-brainer. I wish they made a 50 in the Slick. I probably would have stayed with that and be very happy. But anyway, these are 45s, like I said. The SS is 537 and the Slick one is 460, so definitely a bit more weight saved there. But if we take the SS again, what did I say? 537.5, and this is a 60, like I said. It's crazy how close they are, but this is like 50 millimeter wider. nuts, and yeah, good stuff. And another good comparison, or good, I don't know if it's good or not, it's the Thunderbird 2.1. This is the Superground casing, not the race casing or whatever. But I have a specific ride in mind for these, which will happen later in the year. So I'm probably not going to ride these for now, but I just wanted to stock up because I had to order these anyway from overseas, just to get everything in the same order and save on shipping and all that mess. You might have heard this has become very popular gravel tires, even though it's actually mountain bike XC tires. 584.5 and 586. Very close, very nice. Man, I really like the really big lettering. I always like that. Kind of reminds me of, you know, old, like it's a Goodyear or whatever, it's Michelin tires, like car tires with the big white lettering. Very nice. And I actually prefer the black tires on the R Schaefer in the colorway I have. So I'm gonna put this on my wheels now and actually measure how wide they are. I'm gonna do it on TPU tubes actually now, because I have something else that these might fit on better. I don't want to waste a lot of sealant unnecessarily. Actually, before I start putting these tires on, I just wanted to just do some checking for fun. Let's see the actual bead to bead dimensions with this laying flat. I can start with the G-One RS Pro 50 mil, and this is basically 13 centimeters, 13.2 centimeters. The Thunderbird basically 30.2, so I guess 2.1 is basically 50 mil. I don't know that weird like Stone Age measurement kind of things, but yeah, kind of same bead to bead width. And this crazy monster of a tire is basically 15.5 millimeters bead to bead. Crazy stuff. I hope this thing will fit the bike. And I gotta say, just handling the tires, this is definitely feels definitely lighter than these, which they are of course, but like the pliability of the rubber or whatever. The Thunderbird definitely feels the most robust, even more than this, although this has been used, so this might feel a bit more pliable because of that. And there's some oh, and I forgot to say that's actually some sealant residue left, so the weight might be a bit lighter, totally clean, whatnot, but there you go. Now, if you wonder, the Gravel Kings, they're not really in the same category as these because they're 45s and whatnot, so I skipped those for now. And I was just going to put this on and basically go ride and see first and foremost if they fit or not. But since I have all the three tires out here and the rims are prepped and ready, I might as well mount all the tires on the rims and actually check the measured width mounted and everything. It's a good reference to have. I know I would like to know, especially when you have a straight comparison on the same kind of wheel. So let's do that. Yeah. All right, so let's start with checking the G-One RS Pro 50 mil, and these wheels, if you're wondering, are my like classic, not classic is the word, but my Slayer-Grams wheels, that light bicycle AR25, and this is 24 millimeter internal, which is on the smaller side these days, but like I said, there might be something coming in the near future to take care of that. So I pumped this up to, let's see, exactly, well, 20 psi. It's probably what I would run them. And they measure 50, basically spot on 50. Sorry for being all analog, but yeah, this measured basically 50 on the spot. So yeah, all right, so here's the Thunderbirds on. The logo's not lining up at all, but I'm not riding this. This tire is coming off anyway, so wasn't too picky. Right, so there we are, 20 psi. Again, apologies for going analog. It just works better. Wait a minute. So this, what? So this is also 50. Pretty much spot on 50 mil. I don't know if you can see that or how well you can see that. So this is very small. So there's a high possibility that this would stretch with use. And of course, when you set up these tubeless, that might add a bit of volume, I could imagine. Yeah, 54,622. So yeah, it should be wider. Like I said, I have something coming that would probably give this a bit more fair environment to show off the real stuff. So I might do another tire width check when that's sorted, but yeah. I took the opportunity to put the big 60s on the rear wheel because this is what I'm actually going to use. And yeah, let's see. Actually, I haven't checked the tire pressure. Oh, this is a bit high. Now, realistically, I should probably have less pressure on these than I would on 50s. But for now, let's keep it 20 psi. And again, tubes, inner tubes. So take that for what it is. Whoa. Okay, this is definitely not 60. This is about 50. 57. It's a 57.1. Yeah, 57.1 is what I get. So yeah, with some bigger wheels or larger inner width, I assume they will balloon a bit more, but 57 will definitely not be a problem for my frame, that's for sure. They do look very, very balloony though. But like I said, the reason I switched out from my G-One RS Pros is because that kind of a boxy shape. This is proper like road slick almost. They have this little pattern that won't do much in terms of grip, I would imagine, but I can definitely see myself getting some nice lean on paved roads, which I have plenty of, even if I want to go graveling. Yeah, like I said, I have so much paved roads to get through and a lot of mountains and descents. But man, this would probably be fun. So let's put on the front wheel as well and slap it into the frame. Just double check those clearance numbers and see where we land. Yes, you can see there's plenty of space left. I have at least 6.5 or something like that. Probably a little bit more on this side. Yeah, it's like 7 mil on this side. Now down here it's about the same, about 6 mil. And I'm guessing there's about 7 on this side. Yeah, something like that. So even if this ballooned up all the way to 60 mil or even above, I should be fine. The tire itself is not totally even. As you can see, it's a little bit wobbly. My rim is pretty damn straight. So yeah, the bigger the tire, the more unevenness there usually becomes. So I'm not too shocked about that part. So as you can see, there's plenty of room in the front as well. They have probably about 7 mil there and 7 mil there. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the tire clearance. And when it comes to the clearance here, I have clearance for for days, so to speak. About 1 million millimeters from the tire to the fork crown. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I thought it would be kind of a shame leaving without any kind of on the bike footage, and I have to say, these tires are stupid fun. And as I'm just riding along, I kind of feel like I'm on the 45s, the Gravel Kings I had on before, until I look down and just look at these ridiculous tractor tires. But they feel fine on tarmac, and if you ride on this kind of stuff, this is like Cat 1 gravel, it's like you're riding on tarmac basically. Super nice, very fun. Now, there's a lot of upgrades I've done on this bike, and I will do a full rundown on that with the new hoops and everything on the main channel. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure I will talk more about these tires then as well. But for the love of God, don't take this as a review. That's a little bit of an example of what fun you can have on the bike. And if you're wondering about rollerless resistance and all that crap, these tires basically test the fastest of anything in this kind of size, according to the people that know. I think Karrasch is a good source. I will link to his spreadsheets down below if you want to check that out. Look at this. It's pretty beautiful. Do keep in mind that these are basically beach racing tires, which means, yeah, there's a reason why they're so light, and probably a reason why they might not be as durable as proper gravel tires or mountain bike tires for that matter. So, yeah. But when it comes to these kinds of surface, ridiculous. Feels like riding on tarmac. I wish it just wasn't so much uphill all the time. I gotta say, this bike has made me go explore a lot more in the last few months. And yeah, I've been finding some absolute gems out here, and these tires makes it even more fun. So like I said, I will do kind of a follow-up video, everything that changed on this bike on the main channel, get some more fun riding in, and I have those hoops coming in soon. Definitely will bring that up on this Superground channel before the main video. So yeah, stay tuned if you're interested. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh, let's go ride. It's an interesting road. First time. Ooh. I know, I'm too fast. Kind of surprised how quiet the tires are as well. Really quiet. Oh no, back on tarmac. Oh well. I will say they feel very good going downhill on tarmac as well. Maybe not this particular. There we go. Ooh, dirty. Woo! A little bit of sharp rocks. Oh. ridiculous roads. It's so goddamn steep. I almost never find these kinds of smooth gravel. Goddamn concrete. Oh. Sharp. I don't like when I don't see the rocks, and I don't want to mess up these beach tires the first ride. Ooh. These roads are ridiculous.